All right. Good morning, everyone. It's Parson with my hiking journey, and I'm on the beginning of a weekend adventure. I am going to attempt to through hike the North South Trail here in Land Between the Lakes National Recreation Area. It's right here in my home county of Trigg, where I live in Kentucky. Somewhere in the 55 to 60 mile range. I don't know if it's going to take 3 or 4 days. We're going to see. I got plans for all of it. I know day one, though, my goal is to get to the Sugar Bay campground, which is roughly 19 or 20 miles south from here. But I'm at the North Welcome Station here at the entrance to Land Between the Lakes. There's the sign over there, and Smokey Bear with all of his warnings about the potential for fire, which is kind of low. We've had a lot of good rain, settled the dust finally. It's been dusty, but I'm going to take off right now, and I'll give you some updates as we head down the long trail. Wish me luck. Well, I'm not too far into my north-south trail hike. Actually, there's a detour very early on because of significant tornado damage, and now there's a subsequent there's a logging operation going on, trying to make good on all that, I guess, so they can recover as much as possible from that catastrophic loss. But it takes you around that, brings you out on this trail near the road that comes right by the Nickel Cemetery. And I've been here before, so I thought I would stop by and visit with Jeremiah Nickel. He was one of the early pioneers here in the land that was between the rivers at the time. And he was a Revolutionary War soldier, and I'm part of the Sons of the American Revolution, and that's our emblem on the top there. I was honored to take part in a Patriot grave marking ceremony for him a couple of years ago, so I've been on this site before. But it's a historic, very old cemetery, and it's right here on the trace. You can probably hear the cars passing by, but I thought that would be a good place to stop off and say hello to old Jeremiah, and hopefully he's resting in peace. We're going to keep on going, and we should link up back with the main trail in about a half mile or so. Well, I told everyone I would be vigilant and be on the lookout for him, and I think I found evidence of the dog man of Land Between the Lakes. He's been here on this trail. Oh no. Just a quick word about this detour. I saw where several posters on all trails talked about the detour was sketchy and unmarked, and I just got to call bull on all that, because there are blazes everywhere, detour markers and signs. Look, there's a white blaze on the tree right there, because it's taking it down this secondary road to get around this damage. But, I don't know. People can just complain about anything, I guess. But it's marked well, trail's well kept and lovely. And I should be pretty soon meeting back up with the genuine original North-South Trail. Well, I'm just over 3 miles in, and finally I'm at the end of the detour and headed off into the trees, into the woods. I see a blaze up ahead there, so let's go see what the real North-South Trail has in store for this old man. Well, that's not sketchy at all, is it? See how it goes. Just taking a second for a breather here on this road. I'm at a informational marker, as you can see. I'm not sure what road. I just came around Pisgah Bay. I know there's Lee Dodd's cemetery is right down there. I'm tempted to go down there and take a look, but this early in the morning, I don't want to add a half mile to my trip today either. So, I still got quite a ways to go to get to the campground, and I'm gonna have to break midday and take this load off and relax. But making good progress. Trail's been great, easy to follow. I don't know if you can, well, you can see them there. They're white blazes, and they are often enough that you can see what's going on. So there's something else down here in the trees. I'm not sure what that is, but anyway, I'm gonna go check it out and just keep on rolling. Here we go. Well, as luck would have it, the trail brought me right down here to the water. Very quiet, clear water, and already drawn down to winter pool, so pretty low. A lovely view on this fine September morning. I'm about a third of the way in. Got my stuff laying there. About close to 6 miles. Still coming around the outskirts of Pisgah Bay. I think I was just over there. That cemetery is up over there somewhere. And come all the way around that body of water on this trail. And it's just a good, clean lakeside spot. Bug-free. I can sit down and have a break and eat a second breakfast. So that's what's going on. And then I'll rest for a few minutes and then get back on trail. I'm on a really neat part of the trail back here. This is obviously an old roadbed. There's a big, beautiful open field, meadow right here. This is going back the other way. You can see where the roadway went up through these trees. I've been seeing bits and shards of porcelain and dishes and stuff, pottery, late 19th, early 20th century kind of stuff back when people lived here. So pretty cool, into some history back here. Well, days passing quickly. I'm 10 miles in and I got about 7 to go to the campground where I've got water stashed for tonight. I haven't quite gone through half my supply of water, so I'm running ahead of schedule there. I've been surprised to find flowing water at 3 different locations and 3 different creeks, so I can filter if I have to. But anyway, just plodding along. I'm gonna have to stop for a lunch break here in a bit. Well, this old man is toast. I am 16 miles in. I probably bit off too much, for day one, but heck, I'm 1 mile from the road that goes into the campground now. So, it's either lay down right here and die, or go ahead and get to the campground where I have some self-stashed trail magic waiting at the trailhead there. So hopefully, so we'll see when we get there, but pray for me. I've got a mile to get there, so I keep on moving. Well, I'm at the trailhead, finally. Now it's time to check and see if my self-made trail magic is still there, and oh, praise God, it is. A gallon of sweet spring water. There she goes. Get in my belly. Well, praise Jesus. Finally, the campground I'm headed for is right there at the end of that path. I'm at the North South trail marker down here on Sugar Bay Road. 17.5 miles so far. So I'm gonna go in, find me a campsite. We'll shoot a wrap up later. Well, it's official. I'm tired. It's quiet. Sun's going down. You can see I've got camp all set up. My little 1-man tent. My junk all spread out on the table here. And right now I'm the only one back up here in my part. I'm actually awaiting the arrival of my precious bride, who has said she's coming out here to visit me. This is the county where I live, so it's only about a half-hour drive. I saw on the app where I track her all the time. Keep a close eye on those ladies. She's at our oldest daughter's house right now, her and the grandkids, and so. But I'm sure she'll be out here before dark. Meanwhile, I'm just going to sit here and relish in the peace. Finally got my heart rate down today. It's ridiculous. Almost 47,000 steps. My heart rate was my cardio, big time cardio today. Biggest cardio in a long time. I can tell my ticker's working fine at 860 because it put up with the day. So, but a good hike. I can't remember all the details. 17 and a half miles. I can't, probably about 1,300 feet elevation gain, give or take 1,400 feet. I'm not certain. It was tough. That last mile, this old man wanted to just kind of lay down and die. But I didn't. I persevered, got here, got my camp, found my stashed water from Monday, which is almost halfway gone. I've already told the wife to bring another gallon when she comes. So going through it quick. But anyway, signing off for now until if she shows up to visit. Then we'll shoot a little bit more video then for day one of the through hike of the North South Trail in Land Between the Lakes National Recreation Area. Well, looky here.
Let me get. Oh, you got a video.
Look, it's video. Look who showed up. Who's that right there? Band-Aid. Band-Aid and Burley. Burley Shuttle Service. Right there. See? Came out to my site with a soup, supper, and hot coffee, and surprises. There's probably ice cream sandwiches or something in there somewhere. No.
Couldn't do that.
I get to finish the day with a couple of my favorite people having supper in the woods. But they cannot sleep in that tent with me because it's too little.
Papa, can I show them the tent?
I couldn't get off the ground.
I already done did it. All right, so we're gonna go eat our soup now and our hot coffee.